Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Jimbo and today I have a little story about what happened to my Toyota Hilux. Back in July I told my parents that I sold it. I did not actually sell it, I crashed it. I'm sorry for that, Mom and Dad. I had a bit too much fun. I literally woke up 2 seconds before I went driving and I like to do fishtails, basically sliding from side to side down the dirt roads. And I overdid it a bit too much that morning and ended up rolling my vehicle. So without further ado, I'll show you the dirt road where I actually did it. This is the road where I crashed. I was doing 60 kilometers an hour, give or take, going from side to side, fishtailing as it's called. As I got to here, eventually I faced too much to the left and my right hand tires popped. The vehicle rolled a whole 360 degrees. I ended up right there and I was quite fortunate. The vehicle actually landed on its wheels. It was quite a surreal experience rolling my vehicle. You wouldn't think it feels funny, but it was like a funny roller coaster rolling it. And just after it had happened, I literally just sat like this thinking, fuck, what did I do? Because even though I wasn't wearing a seatbelt, always wear a seatbelt, it's quite stupid not to. As I roll, because this vehicle is quite small and I'm quite a tall guy, I only slid upwards, so my head against the roof, and then I fell straight back down the seat, and all the injuries I had was a few blue marks on my back, so I was quite lucky. As you can see, airbags, nothing really popped. I don't even think this vehicle has airbags. And yeah, all I could do just after the accident was feel sort of like, yeah, I felt sorry that I'd smashed my car and felt quite guilty for having been fishtailed down the road, because I'd done it hundreds of times and people had always been saying, oh, you shouldn't do that. But yeah, it went good for me the first, I don't know, 6-7 months. And then suddenly, yeah, I had the incident and the vehicle was rolled. But as you can see in the cap here, it's not too bad. Well, the windscreen's completely smashed, and as you can see, the roof is sort of dented in, but the cap itself is not really completely gone. It's glass. As you can see, it's not waterproof anymore. We had a little shower yesterday, so back road's completely gone into a river. Anyway, I'll show you around outside the vehicle what has happened to it. When I had to get out of the vehicle, none of the doors opened, so I actually crawled out of this window, and yeah, that's probably where I got some of the scratches crawling out of it. But other than that, I was completely fine. So I'll now show you all the damage that happened to my vehicle on the outside. As I said to you earlier, the vehicle had the tires pop on the right hand side because I was facing too much to the left. As you can see, they're still flat, and the vehicle didn't take that much damage on this side. The door's dented and that's why it doesn't open, but other than that, the tray still looks good. I have no idea if the chassis itself got dented, but I doubt it. As you can see, it's not too bad from the back. And then we've got this side. The door had a minor dent, and that's why it didn't open in the first place, but it does now. As you can see, the roof is not dented too much. The window has a pretty big smash in it, so that's why when it rains now, it rains into the vehicle. And when it came back down, this panel got a pretty good dent. And as you can see here, the engine should still work. I can't test it because I took out the battery for another vehicle. But the front didn't get damaged too bad because it has a bull bar. And the reason the cap didn't get damaged too bad is because there's this big steel bar at the back on the tray. Without that, the cap would have taken a lot more of the pressure rolling around. As you can see here on the other side, the steel bar took the whole impact more or less, so the cap didn't have to take that much, which really saved me. This is the side window. I had to pop that out to crawl out the vehicle. As you can see from out here, it's not too bad in there. Like, after the crash it was still pretty much intact, and yeah, I'm very happy for that. So what can you learn from this? Don't wake up literally 2 seconds before you go for a drive and then go fishtailing like you do all the time. In that case, me. I love having fun on the roads, but as you can see, occasionally it can get too much and you end up destroying your vehicle. So I've definitely learned not to do that in the future. And well, as I said, I've done it hundreds of times before, but the day before this happened, the council had actually regraded the dirt road, so it had more traction than it usually had, which I probably should have taken into account, but as I was still half asleep, I did not count on that, which, well, that's of course my mistake. But as you can see, I lost the car because of that. And well, this car could probably still have sold had I not done that for $6,000–7,000. So it's quite a lot of money to lose because you wanted to have a bit of fun on the road. But I guess the most important part is I did not get injured, and I learned my lesson for the future to not do it again. And I'm really grateful for that. So I hope you enjoyed this little clip, and I'll see you in the next one.